Golden light bathes the celestial gardens as angels wander peacefully, their wings shimmering in the divine radiance. Lucifer, majestic and radiant, leads a philosophical discussion, his presence commanding and charismatic. Attentive angels gather around Lucifer, their expressions reflecting deep engagement with his compelling words. The gardens exude serenity, a haven of peace and contemplation under the watchful eyes of the celestial beings. A subtle undercurrent of ambition flickers within Lucifer's eyes, hinting at desires beyond the tranquil gardens. The golden light casts long, dramatic shadows, adding depth and mystery to Lucifer's already imposing figure. Sunlight paints the hall of praise in vibrant colors, voices of angels rise in harmonious hymns to God. Lucifer conducts, his voice soaring, a perfect image of devotion and grace. His angelic facade hides a flicker of discontent, a shadow in the radiant light. He bows his head, acknowledging God's supreme authority with subtle, hidden defiance. The hymn swells, masking Lucifer's inner turmoil as he plots in the heart of heaven. In his private chambers, Lucifer is surrounded by celestial artifacts humming with ancient power, bathed in ethereal light. Lucifer stands in contemplation, a figure of divine beauty and subtle menace, his gaze intense and knowing. He gazes at his reflection in a polished obsidian mirror, a dark twin staring back with equal measure of pride. His eyes gleam with undisguised pride, hinting at the ambition and rebellious spirit within. A flicker of defiance crosses his face as he contemplates the established order of the celestial realm. Lucifer whispers, his voice echoing in the chamber. Is the hierarchy truly fair? Why must we be subservient? On a heavenly mountain, Lucifer stands, his radiance captivating the angels gathered before him. With expansive gestures, Lucifer unveils his revolutionary vision for heaven. I see a heaven where brilliance is not stifled, but celebrated, Lucifer proclaims, his voice ringing with conviction. An angel questions, a bold vision, Lucifer, but is it wise to question the established order? Lucifer counters with unwavering resolve. Or strengthen them, by embracing progress, not fearing it. Ethereal light floods the vast council chamber, highlighting Lucifer before the assembled archangels, a figure of charisma and defiance. Lucifer gestures, outlining his vision, his voice echoing in the immense space. I propose a new order. Michael stands opposite, his stern disapproval a stark contrast to Lucifer's impassioned plea. Your words are honeyed, Lucifer, Michael declares, his voice ringing with condemnation, but your motives remain suspect. A palpable unease fills the air as the archangels murmur, sensing the schism deepening between their brethren. Beneath an endless expanse of stars, Lucifer stands, a beacon of defiance against the celestial canvas. His followers gather, their faces illuminated by rebellious fervor and the distant starlight. A sea of hands rises, each a pledge of allegiance to Lucifer's vision of a new order. Excitement crackles in the air, a tangible energy as they envision a heaven reshaped by their defiance. The stars themselves seem to bear witness to this bold declaration, silent observers of the unfolding rebellion. A world on the brink of change, reflected in the hopeful, rebellious eyes of Lucifer's devoted followers. Torches flicker, casting long shadows across the armory of heaven, where celestial weapons gleam with divine light. Angels move with hurried purpose, their faces grim as they select weapons forged from pure starlight. Swords, shields, and spears are chosen, each imbued with the power of the heavens, ready for war. Lucifer surveys the scene, his face a mask of resolve, hiding the doubt that flickers within his eyes. The air crackles with anticipation and dread as the host of heaven prepares for the coming battle. At the gates of heaven, war explodes as Lucifer's rebel angels clash against Michael's loyal host. Celestial energies surge, creating a dazzling, chaotic display of divine power and destruction. The heavens tremble under the force of the warring factions, a battle for eternity unfolds. Angels fall like stars amidst the blinding light, their forms dissolving into the radiant chaos. The very fabric of heaven is torn asunder, the echoes of the conflict resonating through eternity. Divine light floods the throne room of God, ethereal shadows dancing across the marble, a testament to overwhelming power. Lucifer stands defiant, his gaze burning with rebellious fire. God sits upon his radiant throne, a figure of serene majesty amidst the crackling energy. A silent battle of wills ensues, tension thick enough to cut with a knife. The air crackles, palpable energy permeating the foundations of this sacred space. Angels fall like broken stars from the heavens, their wings rent asunder, scattering feathers across the bloodied ground. Lucifer and Michael clash amidst the chaos, their swords a whirlwind of light and fury. Sparks erupt as their blades meet, each strike echoing with the weight of celestial war. The fate of heaven teeters, balanced on the edge of Lucifer's and Michael's next move. From the edge of heaven, Lucifer falls, a stark silhouette against the radiant sky. His wings, once glorious, are now scorched, each feather a testament to his defiance. The light within him flickers, battling the encroaching darkness of his exile. A sense of loss overwhelms him as he plummets into the infinite abyss. Echoes of divine judgment reverberate, marking his eternal descent. Lucifer descends, the air heavy with fire and brimstone, into the desolate abyss. His eyes, reflecting despair and defiance, survey his new, barren domain. A vow echoes through the silent void, a promise of future rebellion. "I vow to rise again and challenge God's rule," Lucifer declares, his voice resonating with dark resolve. Torches flicker, painting the faces of fallen angels with firelight in Pandemonium's vast hall. Upon an obsidian dais, Lucifer stands, a figure of terrible beauty and dark authority. His voice echoes through the cavernous space. "Brothers, sisters, behold our new kingdom. Heaven cast us out," Lucifer proclaims, his words laced with venom. "We shall rise again." A promise hangs in the air, thick with malice. "I promise you vengeance." Lucifer's declaration ignites the fallen. "We will tear down the gates of paradise." Infernal energy surges through Lucifer's throne room, casting long, ominous shadows across the obsidian walls. Lucifer, a demonic figure consumed by centuries of resentment, sits upon his throne, his features twisted in anger. The air crackles with dark power, reflecting the turmoil and simmering rage within the fallen angel. He clenches a fist, a subtle yet powerful gesture revealing his unyielding determination. A low growl rumbles in Lucifer's chest, a prelude to the storm of vengeance he plans to unleash. Lucifer contemplates the echoes of his past glory, meticulously plotting his strategies for the future. At the gates of hell, Lucifer stands, a figure of dark majesty against the fiery backdrop. His eyes, burning with hatred and ambition, pierce the veil towards heaven. A malevolent plan takes shape, a shadow of corruption spreading across his face. He prepares to unleash his dark forces, the air crackling with anticipation. His intent is clear: to challenge God's creation and corrupt humanity. Sunlight streams through Eden's lush canopy, revealing a vibrant world teeming with life. A serpent, scales shimmering, coils around the tree of knowledge, its gaze fixed on Eve. "Does God truly forbid you to eat from any tree?" the serpent whispers, its voice a silken temptation. Eve replies, "We may eat, but God said, 'You must not eat it or you will die.'" "You will not die," the serpent hisses. "You will be like God, knowing good and evil." Lucifer's unseen influence subtly taints paradise, sowing seeds of doubt and disobedience.